Yo, it's been a while since I posted any videos about something, but I have something very special for you today, and you already know what it is. It's the new Samsung Buds 3 Pro, which I got about 3 days ago, and I've been really trying to formulate my impressions of it and trying not to make any premature conclusions. And basically, what I want to tell you is that these earbuds are very special. And in this review, I just want to focus more on the sound quality. There's a lot of other reviews out there that are focusing on the features and the bells and whistles. And I find that most of these bells and whistles aren't really relevant to me because I'm more focused on the sound quality. And a lot of the bells and whistles, for example, the noise canceling and the transparency mode, to me are kind of worthless because if you've ever used an IEM that seals your ear like these do, you don't really need noise canceling and you don't really need a transparency mode per se, because while you're listening to music, even a ambient sound mode doesn't really help you hear your environment because the music is so loud with the sealed earbuds that you can't really hear anything anyway, even with the ambient mode on. And so I really want to focus more on the sound quality. And I titled this video comparing these earbuds to my $4,000 or $5,000 headphone system. And it's kind of a joke and also kind of not a joke that I'm actually comparing these two because you'll hear later that these earbuds are actually the real deal in terms of sound quality. And a lot of the other reviews I've seen on these buds, when they talk about sound quality, I think they're comparing them in the wrong way, or they're reviewing the sound quality in the wrong way. And why I want to say that is because when you want to assess the actual sound quality of a headphone, a speaker, or whatever it is, you want to turn off all the processing. You want to turn off all the bells and whistles and all the settings that may pollute the sound. And in this case, that's what I did with these earbuds. When I first used these earbuds, my initial impression of the sound quality was that it wasn't that good. And it wasn't that good for several reasons. The first reason is that the bass was too prominent. The bass was a little bit too overwhelming. And that's the first thing I noticed. And then the other thing I noticed is that the sound was a tiny bit grainy. And also when you had no music playing, there was some static hiss or a little bit of static in the background. And it turns out that this static is caused by some of the ambient or the transparency mode or some of the noise canceling modes. So what I did was I turned off every single feature, every single processing feature, everything from adjusting the sound to your ear canal and all that stuff. I just turned it all off. And the other thing I did was I used the equalizer on my Samsung S23 Ultra wearable app, and I equalized the sound to match similar to my full-size $5,000 headphone system, the Stax 007 Mark I. So I used the equalizer to make the sound signature more similar to my full-size headphones. And after I did all of this, I found that these Buds 3 Pro earphones respond very well to equalizing the sound. And I found that these buds, what they do that is very special is that they make the whole spectrum, everything from the bass to the high frequencies to the mids, it makes it sound very natural. And when I say natural, I mean that it doesn't really sound like you're listening to a speaker, but you're actually listening to the actual instrument or the voice itself. And to be more confident of my assessment of the sound, I actually went to the Apple store to try out the AirPods Max. And these are, a full-size headphone that a lot of people considered to sound very good. And when I listen to the AirPods Max, the thing that I also first noticed is that the bass is too overwhelming. The bass on the AirPods Max is also kind of boomy and a little bit blooming. The bass kind of like seeps past what you think the end of the spectrum is, and kind of pollutes the rest of the spectrum a little bit. And also, the other thing that I noticed on the AirPods Max is that the vocals, they sound more like they're coming from speakers rather than hearing the voice itself. And this is a very significant thing that you will notice when you try these Buds 3 Pro, is that vocals really sound so a lot more realistic and a lot more natural. And there's nothing in the spectrum of these Buds 3 Pros that really bothers me. And that's something that is very, very rare in my opinion. I mean, in my experience, what I can tell you is that these Buds 3 Pro are the best closed headphones, closed earphones I've ever heard in my life. And that's saying something, because what I noticed with a lot of closed headphones that I've heard is that the vocals are slightly metallic-y, or the vocals are slightly grainy, or there's just something weird about something in the spectrum that makes it sound more digital rather than natural, rather than lush. And these Buds 3 Pro really stand on their own as probably one of the best value earphone systems that you can buy right now. And I think that a lot of people who have Android and have a way of equalizing these earbuds, they will find that these earbuds can be used as your main system. Like, they're that good. They're so good that when you listen to them, you're so happy that they sound the way that they do. They sound so natural, the vocals and everything, just everything in the spectrum. It's very punchy. The sound is very immediate. It's not sluggish like the AirPods Max. Sometimes the AirPods Max sounds a little bit sluggish because maybe the drivers aren't responsive enough. So Samsung did something with these earbuds that makes them sound really, really amazingly good. And I know that they have a new planar magnetic driver along with a separate dynamic driver, and that could have helped. But there's something with these earbuds after you equalize them, and here I show you my equalizer settings so you can try to replicate them when you get the earbuds, just as a reference of what kinds of sound signatures that I kind of gravitate towards. So back to the title of this video, which is that I'm trying to compare these earbuds to my $5,000 headphones. And so, to be honest with you, these earbuds serve their own purpose. They're lightweight. They're not as hot as my full-size headphones. And so these earbuds can definitely serve as my main system in many cases on a hot day, or when I don't feel like wearing something heavy on my head. And in terms of the sound, yes, my full-size headphones, my full-size opened headphones that are $5,000 sound quite a bit better than these earbuds. And they only sound better because of the limitation of closed earbuds and closed headphones in general. What I've found is that closed audio devices in general aren't able to simulate that movement of air as well as open headphones. When, for example, somebody is singing to you in the music with open headphones, sometimes it sounds more like the air between them and your face. You can feel the air moving better, or like there's more of a feeling that the air in the room is moving with an opened headphone. And so with these, you're losing some of that, and also you're losing some of the 3D depth especially in orchestral music, where, for example, the wind instruments are in the back. With my full-size headphones, I can more easily see in my head the wind instruments in the back. But with these, all the instruments are kind of more less dimensional, and they're more stuck in front of my face, rather than having a feeling of them being in the deep in the back of the stage. And so that's really all I want to say about these earbuds. Once again, I highly recommend these earbuds, especially if you have an Android phone with the wearable app that you can equalize and turn off all of the processing. So if you are an audiophile type, or somebody who really wants to find a very good value for your money main headphone system, really take a good look at these earbuds. And the launch of these earbuds has been marred by a recall, which affects the earbud tips. The earbud tips are very soft and fragile, and so a lot of people were ripping off the earbud base when they tried to change the earbuds tips. And so I've kind of tried to avoid changing my earbud tips at all, and I hope that when Samsung figures out how to fix that issue, they don't do something with the earbud tip that affects the sound. And that's what I'm afraid about when they do come out with the new fix for these earbud tips. And so thanks for watching, and once again, I hope you take into consideration what I'm telling you in this video, because these earbuds are really fantastic. Thanks for watching.